Okay, so this is going to give you two things: how to write a thesis statement using the writing prompt, and how to use your reasons for your topic sentences for your paragraphs. Well, so let's start with the writing prompt. Write an essay that defines your interpretation of what it means to be an American. That's it. That's the writing prompt. Luckily for us, it gives us some more information. This essay should include your opinion and the different perspectives from the unit to help you develop a complex and thoughtful definition of what it means to be an American. Consider identity, culture, history, rights, pride, ideas, and struggles. Okay, there it is. What it means to be an American is my topic. I have to give my opinion about it, and then I need to give some reasons. But it tells me that it should be complex and thoughtful, so I'm just going to use that in as my argument. And I'm going to start very easily and say, to be an American, what is it? Is complex because one must consider. And notice that I use the topic to be an American. What does it mean to be an American? Boom, put it right in there. It's telling me it has to be complex and thoughtful, so I said, great, it's going to be complex. It's complex, and now I'm giving my reasons why. Because one must consider, and I'm going to say human rights, comma, because I'm going to use the Bill of Rights. There's something that I want to talk about the Bill of Rights when I read it. The next thing I want to talk about is dual identity. So I'm going to put dual identity. That matters to me. I'm Mexican American. I have a dual identity. I can resonate a little bit with Kasaya Noda and her dual identity. So I'm sure I can find a good quote from there. And finally, I'm going to say, and patriotism. Patriotism. That's it. And if I'm talking about patriotism, I'm going to include evidence from John McCain. Oops, squiggly line. That alerts me. I didn't put the and. I said it, but I didn't write it. So thank you, squiggly line. Always never submit a paper with squiggly lines. Google's helping you fix something, so fix it. Okay, to be an American is complex because one must consider human rights, dual identity, and patriotism. This is not a level 4 or even a level 3 per se of a thesis statement, but it is a solid level 2. There is nothing wrong with this. It's clear. It hits all those marks. But if I want to go higher, if I want a 3 or 4, I'm going to elevate a little bit with my language, my sentence structure, maybe add a little bit more in there, use other type of language. But this is perfectly fine. Depending on the rest of the essay, you can still get a 4. Okay, stand alone, this isn't a 4, but let's see what else happens in your essay. Okay, so the first thing is I talked about human rights. I'm just going to go ahead and bold this. The second is dual identity. Don't bold it when you write it. This is just for me right now because this is my draft. So the first topic sentence for my first paragraph is going to be about human rights. That's my first body paragraph. I listed it there. Everything is in uniform. It is structured. My second body paragraph will be on dual identity, and my third body paragraph will be on patriotism. So I need to have something in human rights there. So I might say Americans who identify as LGBT have protected rights under the law or under constitutional law. It's simple. It talks about human rights, and I know that I'm going to go into the Bill of Rights. So what does this mean? Americans who identify as LGBT have protected rights under the law. I know I'm going to focus on Amendment number 9 because Amendment number 9 states that any laws that are not written in these first 10 amendments, right, the Bill of Rights, you can still have those laws, right? Just because it's not written in the Bill of Rights doesn't mean that they don't exist. And in fact, the law exists for this in the 14th Amendment. So the 14th Amendment in 2015, marriage was legal between same-sex couples. And so that's what I'm going to go into. So I know that I'm going to use the evidence from the 9th Amendment saying that this allows other rights to also be given to humans in the USA. And that's where my paragraph is going to go. If I was writing on dual identity, my topic sentence might say something about dual identity or struggling with dual identity or mentioning my Mexican-American dual identity. And then my evidence is going to be from Kasai and Noda. I'm going to write about that, make some connections. So you see how everything is very uniform, but all I did was take the words right out of the writing prompt for my thesis statement, and then I took the words right out of my thesis statement for my topic sentence, and I'm going to do that 3 different times for my 3 body paragraphs. I hope this helps.